Hello, welcome back. Today we have a book haul. So I have a little bit over 10, I think I have 13 books here that I have bought over the past 2 months or so, since like mid-April I think was my last book haul. So not a ton. Luckily I've been reading more on my shelf than I've been bringing in, which is always my goal, but I did want to talk to you about some of these. So some of these I got like over a month ago, and some of them I just got today, in fact. So let's just jump into them. So first let's talk about my book of the month books. So in June, I got She Started It by Sean Gilbert. I read this last week actually while I was in Colorado. I vlogged my experience reading this for the Catch-Up-a-thon, the Build Your Own Sunday Readathon, hosted by Krista from Books and Jams and Amy from Amy's Bookish Life. So that vlog probably isn't up yet, but when it is, I'll try to remember to go back and link it. But essentially this was not really a great book. I gave it 2 stars, so definitely check out that vlog to see all of my thoughts. I also added on to that box The Only One Left by Riley Sager, and this is Riley Sager's newest books. I now own and have read all of his published books under Riley Sager, and I read this for my friend Jesse's book discussion for the Sleep When I'm Dead book club. I will put the date and time up on the screen because I can't remember off the top of my head, but Jesse and Gwen from Gwendolyn Kensinger are going to discuss this live, and I'm really excited for that live show. So I'm not going to say anything about my thoughts yet. You'll have to wait until my end of the month wrap up to hear what I thought of this. And then my July pick was Dark Corners by Megan Golden. I also read this for Catch-Up-a-thon, and this one was just okay. I gave it 3 stars. I definitely would recommend Night Swim and The Escape Room over this one. This was just your typical detective mystery. Okay, next let's talk about the books that I thrifted. I have a place where I unhaul my books and they give me store credit, so I got these from that thrift credit store. So the first one is Lakewood by Megan Giddings, and I think this is a cult thriller or like a suspense. I've heard pretty good things. I've heard that it is kind of Handmaid's Tale-esque, maybe a little bit dystopian. I think it's about like medical experiments, so I don't really know, but it seems interesting and I've heard good things, so I'm gonna try it out. And it was only $4, so. And I also got The Plot by this author, probably gonna butcher the name if I try to say it, but this is about a man who, I think he's a teacher, and one of his students gives him this plot for a really great story, and the teacher's like, oh yeah, that is a really great story. And then I think he steals the plot and publishes it as his own. And I think there's some thriller elements. I don't know, I've heard mixed reviews, but I've always been really intrigued by this one. So again, we'll give it a try. And then I also have The Flight Attendant by Chris Bojalian, and I've always been interested in this one too. I've had it pitched to me multiple times, and I think this is a thriller about a flight attendant who has a one-night stand with a passenger and then wakes up the next morning and he's dead. That's kind of all I know. I might be really botching the plot, but I have always been interested in reading this, but I had no idea it was so long. It's like 350 pages. Next is a book that I got from my local indie bookstore to support them because it was one that I was interested in reading, and that's The Lies I Tell by Julie Clark. I had multiple friends tell me that they thought I would like this, but I didn't really like it very much. I mean, I gave it 3 stars, it was fine, but it's about a female con artist, and I don't think that's really a trope that I like in my thrillers, but it was short and easy to get through, and if you like con artists, domestic thrillers, like kind of the good for her trope, then this might be a good one for you. Next we have Una Out of Order by Margarita Montemor, and this I have seen around BookTube for years. I think it deals with time. A woman wakes up in a different year, and I really enjoy books that play with time, like The Dream Daughter and The Time Traveler's Wife. So I've heard that this one is heartfelt and there's like good lessons in it, and so yeah, and it was on sale, so. One more sale book, and that is Asylum, and this is by Madeline, I can't see the last name, Madeline Rue. So I don't actually know what this is about. I kind of read the synopsis, but it was $3, and I'm always looking for more books about asylums. So it's about a prep school that's in an old psychiatric hospital, and it sounds like the secrets of the psych ward do not want to stay buried. So seems pretty interesting, and it seems to have, ooh, it has like pictures, and so it seems to be almost like maybe a little bit mixed media. Ooh, look at that creepy picture. So yeah, This one, I think I'm gonna probably read it like in the fall time. And next we have kind of a different book than what I typically have in my hauls, but this is called Colorado's Best Ghost Towns by Kenneth Jessen. And I got this when I was in Estes Park, Colorado last week with my family, and there was a really cute mountainside indie bookstore there, and I got talking to the woman that worked at the bookstore, and she was telling me that this gentleman actually brings the books to them and sells them to sell in their bookstore, and that he has personally visited all of these places, and all of these pictures are ones that he took. And I love Colorado. I go there every year. It's like home to me. It's where my dad's family is from, and I just love going there. And so I thought it'd be interesting to read some of these and see if any of them are near the places that we go, and maybe I can go and look at some of them, because a lot of them you're able to like drive right up to and see the little abandoned ghost towns. And then last but not least, I have two new releases. First, I have 0 Days by Ruth Ware. I was hoping this would be a book of the month pick, because usually Ruth Ware books are on book of the month, but it wasn't. But this is about a husband and wife who are pen testers, and that basically means that they get hired by major companies to see if they can break into their security systems to see where the flaws are. Is it a good system that they can't break into, or are they able to get in there pretty easily? So I think that this also deals with the murder of one of them. So I only read a couple pages and then I had to put it down in lieu of something else, but I am going to pick it back up. I do enjoy Ruth Ware mysteries. These are more mysteries than thrillers, I would say. But I've heard not great things, so I'm a little worried. And last but not least, we have A Twisted Love Story by Samantha Downing. I enjoy Samantha Downing. I now own all of her published books. And this, I don't even know what it's about, but it came out today, and I just know that it's Samantha Downing, and I typically like her books. And this is the August pick for the Sleep When I'm Dead book club with Reading with Jess. She and Rachel from Happy Go Lovely Sleeves are going to be discussing this, and once again, I'll put the date and time on the screen because I don't remember. I'll also see if I can link the Discord for the Sleep When I'm Dead book club, because as people are reading, they like put their notes and their thoughts in the Discord and kind of chat and stuff. It's a really fun time over there. But this, I don't even really know what it's about. It says, a reckless, delicious thriller that gives a whole new meaning to the dangers of modern dating. Yeah, I'm totally fine with going in blind, and this has some good blurbs on the back. It's blurbed by Christina Lauren, Caroline Kepnes, Megan Miranda, B.A. Paris, Alice Feeney, Sarah Pinborough, Lisa Gardner, Liv Constantine, all really good thriller authors. So I'm really excited for this one. Okay, those are all of the books that I have hauled recently. Let me know down in the comments below if you've read any of these books or what you thought of them. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. It really helps out my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.